Elephants have a reputation of being intelligent and friendly animals. Most of the interactions people have with live elephants are through zoos. Throughout the United States, there are 62 accredited zoos housing 288 elephants. Annually, these zoos are visited by tens of millions of visitors. Zoos are widely used as an educational tool to give people of all ages the opportunity to learn about these animals. However, in many cases, the well-being of elephants can decline while in captivity. There's a limit to the living space, exposure to other elephants, and resources available for these large creatures. In order for these mammals to have adequate care and the best quality of life, while acting as an educational tool, the Association for Zoos and Aquariums should determine guidelines as to how many elephants can be kept within a 100-mile radius, ensuring a maximum level of education through elephant interactions. To calculate this issue, we have a cost-benefit function that shows us the two key objective function components: the education received by the public and the suffering an elephant goes through while being kept in captivity.
In our model, the choice variable is the number of elephants per 100-mile radius, represented by the variable n. As stated earlier, the first half of our objective function is education, represented by e, which is a function of our choice variable, number of elephants per 100-mile radius, the structure of the institution, the proximity to other zoos, the status of wild populations, and the social impact of living with other elephants. On the other hand, the suffering an elephant goes through, which is our variable c, is a function of our choice variable, the diet that the elephant consumes, the enclosure in which the elephant is kept, the enrichment which an animal has, which is basically toys and things to keep the elephant stimulated, and the social interactions between other elephants. It is valuable to note that although this model is designed for elephants in captivity, it can easily be adjusted to accommodate any other species faced with the educational value versus animal cruelty debate.
When learning about animals, one of the most impactful ways for people to gain information and retain said information comes from seeing animals in person. This graph shows that as each additional elephant is added to the 100-mile radius, more people will be able to see and access a real live elephant. After so many elephants have been added, the benefit of each additional elephant will become negligible.
For this reason, we see a concave graph with a positive slope displaying diminishing marginal returns. On the other hand, as the number of elephants increases, the amount of suffering they go through increases exponentially, giving us a convex graph with a negative slope displaying increasing marginal cost. This is due to the limited size of zoos, meaning each additional elephant kept in an enclosure causes more suffering as the amount of space per elephant decreases.
While running our comparative statics, we decided to look at social interactions between elephants because it was both important from an educational standpoint and that of elephant suffering. After running our comparative statics increasing elephant socialization, we found that the educational benefit that people would receive by seeing elephants in zoos would increase as they get to see more realistic, natural behaviors of elephants. With an increase in elephant socialization, we also found that there would be a decrease in elephant suffering. This is due to the fact that elephants are highly social creatures, and having the mental stimulus of interacting with one another would actually decrease the amount of repetition in their life and the boredom that causes their suffering. After running comparative statics and seeing a shift in the benefit curve, we realized that finding the new optimal number of elephants per 100 miles would have an increasing number and a bigger impact on the educational benefits of these elephants. In the cost curve, after looking at the comparative statics, we know that it shifted down, and with an increase in the optimal number of elephants per 100 miles, we'll have a smaller negative impact than we would have in the old curve. To strengthen our conclusions, it is essential to compare our model to real data. For this reason, an article by Bruce Schlutt, published in the Journal for Zoobiology, was very helpful. This article, titled Social Structure and Helping Behavior in Captive Elephants, delved into the importance of social groups and social interactions in captive elephants' lives, reinforcing what we have found in our comparative statics.
This article specifically highlights the behaviors of wild elephants and the importance of group living, displaying the value of mimicking natural behavior in captive settings.
The Association of Zoos and Aquariums spends a significant amount of their time trying to increase the educational value of its partnered organizations while still ensuring optimal animal welfare. After using this model, the AZA is able to prove that due to their social behavior, elephants should be kept in groups for improved educational value and beneficial social interaction. Yet, they should not be kept in groups that are too large, which would cause overcrowding and increase the suffering they